It can be beneficial to predefine meeting templates so that users can easily use them as needed in RAYVN. For example, creating a meeting template for the first meeting that is to be held during a critical event. The template can be filled with important themes to discuss and areas of focus that should be prioritized. Other meetings could be status meetings during the event and evaluation meetings after the event has ended. We can see that as of now, there is no meeting templates in the account. To create a new meeting template, click New Meeting Template. Then we start at the top of the form and fill it out with necessary information. First, we have to give the template a name. In this case, we'll call it First Meeting. Then we'll define a few agenda items. These are topics that we want to discuss during the meeting. Write down the names of each agenda item and click Add or press Enter. When we've created an agenda item, we can open it by clicking on the arrow on the right side of the item. Each agenda item has its own dedicated text box. This box will be available during the actual meeting as well, and if we want, we can predefine some text that is to be included in this box. This can be helpful if, for example, we need to specify important information that needs to be discussed. Now we have our first agenda item. We can add as many as we need. Then we have a section called Focus. In RAYVN, you can define areas of focus that will be visible to all users during an ongoing log. Focus can be set as a reminder for users to focus on certain areas or tasks. Focus can be set in the meeting template and can be changed later if needed. It is not mandatory to set focus areas. It's important to remember that this is a template and a place to start. If the situation changes and you find that the focus areas defined in the template aren't relevant for the situation that you're in, you can of course change this at any time during the meeting and add new focus areas if necessary. We'll add a focus area for now to show an example. The next section we'll see is the current status section. In RAYVN, you can create a status board with important information that is easily accessible. A status board will look the same for all users, and anything posted on the status board will be visible to all users. This can help us keep a common situational awareness. As with Focus, this can be changed for any log or event, but as a template, we can predefine a status section that we think will be appropriate for the situation. By predefining some current status sections, we'll also potentially save some more time and remind users of things that are easily missed in a critical event. We'll add some status sections that we want to include in the meeting. The last thing we'll add is tasks. It's important that we're able to separate the differences between a log template and a meeting template. In a log template, we often create specific tasks for a specific situation. Meetings are often connected to a specific situation, but are at the same time more general. It can be used in any log, regardless of what situation you're handling. Tasks that naturally follow a meeting can, for example, be to send out a meeting report, or give a report to another unit. Tasks such as these would be natural to add to a meeting template, as a reminder to do these tasks. As soon as the meeting is activated, we'll also see all the tasks end up in the Tasks section of the log. Let's add a task to this meeting template. We've now completed our meeting template. To save it, click Save. The finished template shows up on the left of the screen, but we need to publish it to make it available to use in a log. To publish the template, click the section that says Unpublished, and it will turn into Published. Then save the changes. The meeting template is now available to use. When we need to use our meeting template, we can find it in the active log in the Meetings section. Click New Meeting and select Template. As soon as you click the template, the meeting is activated, and you'll see all your predefined information included in the meeting. In RAYVN, you can create report templates that can be used during any ongoing log. You'll be able to use these, fill them up with necessary information, and send the report out to any who might need it. Reports created in RAYVN will be published in the log feed after they have been finalized, and they will be available to all users in the log. Additionally, you can also download the report as a PDF file. Now we'll show you how to create a report template. We select New Report Template and fill out the form. Firstly, we have to give our template a name. Let's call this template Situational Report. In the next section, we can fill in details. a description of the report, or other additional information that we want to include in the report. The next section we'll take a look at is called Sections. This is where we put the headers of the reports that we'll fill out later. We'll give the section a name, and then press Enter or Add Section. Each section will have its own text box where we can add notes or information. When we click the Edit button, a text box will appear. Here we can fill in relevant information and then click the check mark. We've now created a section in our report template. We can now create as many as we want. When we've added all necessary sections, we can press Save. We've now completed our first report template. To make the template available for use, we have to publish it. Select Template and then click the section that says Unpublished, turning it into Published, and then click Save for the changes to take effect. As soon as your report template has been saved in the account settings, it will be available to use. Go to the Report section of an active log and click New Report. You'll now see your template listed in the list of templates. Click it to start filling in your template with relevant information. You can add text or edit the existing sections, and you can also add more sections if needed. You can also attach items from the log, like log entries, tasks, current status, and resources. Select the items that you want and click Attached. If you've created previous reports, you can also attach information from these as well. You can leave your working report at any time and come back to it without having to save. RAYVN saves your progress so that you can pick it up at any time. Once you've completed your report, click Finalize Report to complete the report and create a downloadable PDF file of the report. Once you click Finalize, you can no longer edit the report. The final report will be uploaded as a log entry in the log, and you'll be able to share it from there. You'll also be able to download the report and then send the file to anyone you want. In RAYVN, you can send out SMS or emails during active incidents from a log. To save time, it might be a good idea to create some message templates so that you'll have well-formulated drafts that are available whenever you need them. To create a message template, click New Message Template and fill out the form. First, we'll give the message template a name. Then we can add a description. This is not mandatory, but it can help us keep track of how the message template is supposed to be used or which scenario the message template is meant for. Then we'll fill in the main text that is going to be sent. In the text box, we'll fill in the message, and a preview will appear on the right side of the screen. The preview shows how the message will appear as an SMS on the recipient's device. Although the preview only shows an SMS preview, you'll still be able to use the same template for emails as well. When we've completed our template, we press Save. Then we'll need to publish the template to make it available. To do so, click the section that says Unpublished, making it published, and then press Save. We've now created our first message template. From here, we can create as many message templates as we need. To use a message template, go to the active log you want to send a message from. Then click the message button that looks like a paper airplane at the top right side of the screen. Select your recipients and then select the message template that you want to use. As soon as you select the template that you want to use, the text will appear in the text box, and a preview will show up on the right side of the screen, showing us how the message will look on the recipient's device. We can now make any necessary changes, and then select whether we want this message to be sent as an SMS, an email, or both. Lastly, click Send Message. You'll be able to see the status of your sent message in the log feed.